As we're rounding off turn number 4 here at Orlando for the NRSL Tide Super Speedway Series Online, Jack Merkel gets the pole for today's race. Starting second is Theo Stegall. Third is Osinogo. Fourth, Theo Stegall, is Brandon Schmidt. Fifth is Jessica Sheldon. Sixth is Corey Williams. Seventh, Dylan Schwallenberg. Eighth, Tim Smith. Ninth is Johnny Gardner. Playing top 10 is Lyndon Wright. Green flag is out. For the first time ever, we are racing at Orlando. I believe this is the second ever league that's ever had a race in Orlando. It should be interesting. One of the things that happened when the start of it happened, drivers were complaining about the speeds that they were going to overheat 3 laps into the race and blow their engine. So people were wondering about how to get this fixed. Although they had to take the chassis down to at least a little bit of the chassis to go down a little bit, we managed to make sure that the overheating problem would be over. As you see, cars were going on the apron. That was a key thing that would be in tonight's race, I should say, because it's a night race. But Jack Merkel trying to go out in front, and Theo Stegall decided to work with him out the whole time. Whoa! Tim Smith takes a little wiggle right there, but he's going to save it. Obviously, the inside line is going to be the preferred line, as I believe there's been only one other league that's ever done a race on this track, and that was APRS. It's a well-known online league that's there. Now the NRSL does it here. And they're about ready to do it. Leading the first lap is Jack Merkel. Some new drivers other than Jack Merkel and Theo Stegall include Tristan Wilhoit in the 6, Tim Smith in the 31, Lyndon Wright in the 81 right next to him there. He's new. Pollard the 3rd in the 71, who's actually behind. According to what we've heard of his guess, he got plowed from behind in the practice there. Dunn LaPrade, he's making his first ever start. Levi McIntyre, the 99, who's all the way back there. Dylan Schwallenberg, the 94. Josh McCollar now making his first official start, even though Jessica Sheldon subbed from the first race. And that is it from what we've noticed here. Oh, and go Blackhawks, LOL. Jessica Sheldon is subbing in for Chris Walker for tonight's race. And wow, a lot of guys are using that apron right there. That was Schwallenberg, Schmidt, and a few other people that I've seen use it. I guess the apron is like one of those key places to go and all that. Theo Stegall has led the second lap of the race, as we're on lap 3 right now. Dylan Schwallenberg trying to get out ahead of the 14 Mobil 1 Chevrolet. Rockstar Energy 94. Let's go on board with the 94s. They're rubbing doors all over. Schwallenberg, a little contact right there. Let's go on board. As you can tell, they are using the apron to its extent because the backstretch is banked, as you've noticed, leaning toward the right. Schwallenberg, oh, he's going to slide up and almost get into Tim Smith right there. Good save by the 94. That's a veteran driver in the online community, folks, Dylan Schwallenberg, and he will make some great saves just like that. Gives the call. Trying to get the lead. Here comes Johnny Gardner to the high line there, trying to get the lead. 14 and the 20 have been using the apron. The admins have been warning them to stop using the apron because they have been constantly doing. I think they warned them after lap 8, I believe it was. Johnny Gardner is going to get the lead now. Johnny Gardner getting a hell of a run right there. And Lyndon Wright in the 81 there, trying to use that outside line right there, trying to get around that 14 Mobil 1 Chevrolet. Can't seem to do it. Now the inside line is going to take an advantage. Brandon Schmidt in the 20 is working all over the back bumper of the 14 right there with Jack Merkel and Tim Smith all right there. Seth Cole is also up here in that new Mystery Machine 13 Chevrolet. Car's a beauty. And yes, it does have the top where the roll cage is and all that. I can't speak at all. But notice in this pack, the last car that's there, and good news for Young, he's got his teammate Osinogo now. Now we got the Penske teammates in here. Is to where Jessica Sheldon is in the 7 and the 43 of Joshua Collard. They're the last cars in this pack. Seth Cole trying to get a run right there as we're on lap 5 at 30. Oh, Stegall, Gardner! Here we go, Seth Cole, Wilhoit, Young, Dunn LaPrade, and Young goes right into Williams. Dunn LaPrade goes into Young, and he's going to nearly go upside down, and we have a caution. McIntyre and Sanford are going to get by. Good news for Pollard the 3rd. That's a big break for him. They're racing it back to the line. Brandon Schmidt is the leader. Johnny Gardner sitting on pit road. Tough break for him. Williams There's Pollard the third going on by. And look at this. Here comes Jack Merkel to the inside for the lead. Jack Merkel trying to get a run. Look at Dylan Schwalberg trying to go 3 wide. Using that apron. It's going to be Schmidt, I think. And waiting for the word on it. And yes, it's going to be Schmidt. Very close by 3/100ths of a second. Close battle there. Let's take a look at that call. We're here with Theo Segal, who actually led that lap too. Now, the 33 Gardner is getting a huge run the high line with help of the 81 of Lyndon Wright. And I believe Johnny, he was trying to use that outside run to pass the 14 right there. And the 14 of Segal, I believe he was trying to just stay in the middle right there. 14 is going to get loose coming off this corner. Brandon Schmidt also peeking down low 3 wide for the lead. Did Schmidt make contact with him? Oh, Schmidt actually made a little bit of contact with Theo Segal right there. Going into the 33 of Johnny Gardner. Wow, Austin LaPlante barely getting through that wreck. Will Hoyt, Seth Cole, they're going to get involved right there. Right in front of the Blackhawks forward of Dylan Young, who had nowhere to go. He runs into the 13. He slowed down after the contact right there. Oh, the 43 of Joshua Collard hit the 46 of Dunn LaPrade. And 43 is going to bump the 2 with the help of the 2 going to the 13. And then the 88 of Corey Williams getting also involved as well. As there is the 7 of Jessica Shelton with being in Chris Washer's ride for the race. And he makes it by Stephen Pollard III. Also gets by LaPrade. Also shoots down the track from sliding. Goes into Young, who almost flipped over. And Young's day, he was going to have a slow car throughout the rest of the race. Tough break for the Blackhawks forward. Get ready for the Stanley Cup battle, I believe, for the Blackhawks, which at the time of this recording will be tomorrow on the 30th of May, ironically enough. So let's take it back to green. Before we do go back to green, there are pit stops that are going to be taking place. Now, the pit road angles are not the best here, but you can clearly see what I mean. They are heading down pit road right now. Oh, Lyndon Wright in 81. He's going to almost hit the wall. The car just shot to the right. And Pollard the third, Dunn LaPrade, he's going to the... I don't know what Dunn LaPrade is doing right there. That was weird. Pollard the third does save it, though. Samper. Now, some of these guys' pit stops are in different locations, as you can see. Some are towards the back. Some are towards the front. And people were complaining about trying to find their pit stall. Levi McIntyre had to go to the inside of Tim Smith trying to find his pit stall. Hopefully the thing will pop down and go into it. Jack Merkel, though, Johnny Gardner still on pit road. Theo Segal and all. And Levi McIntyre had to get out of pit road, come back down to find his pit stall. Schmidt and Schwalberg stayed out. These guys were complaining about trying to find their pit stall and all. And some of these guys, they were just trying to do what they can. But Schmidt would be the leader, though. As the green flag would come back out, a huge confusion after all the pit stops. And they scored that they had a problem with Schmidt and all that. But technically the 43 of Joshua Collard would be the leader after a huge scoring error with the 20 right there. The 2 had a good pit stop coming out of it because he took 2 tires and all. But he was slow and damaged, so Young didn't stay in the middle. And then he moved out of the way, trying to make sure he wouldn't cause any trouble throughout the rest of the field, including like with Charles Stanford and all. Dylan Schwalberg had to literally use the apron, as to Tim Smith. The admins were warning them at this time to stop using the apron, and it was still a matter of time that they were using it and all. But you would see about who would be damaged and off the pace right there is Charles Stanford and Dylan Young, the NRSL admins. They're working together right there, at least for now. Stanford saying, quote, that he was going to be in the back of the field and not cause any trouble and all that. A little bit of connection issues, but he was still hanging in there pretty well. Levi McIntyre in the 99 also hanging out there. Whoa, 14 of Theo Segal there. I below the apron. And how about Lyndon Wright, though, in that 81? That's fourth on that inside line right there. And the TF2 Ford right there. Team Fortress 2 Valve Ford Fusion right there in the 81. Having a good run in fourth right now. Racing with some of these guys before. If you've seen him in Icebreakers. Austin LaPlante. Tristan Wilhoit, though, having a great run. In 6th place right now. 7th is Austin Ogo. 8th is Theo Segal. 9th is Seth Cole. And Brandon Schmidt hanging around in the 10th position right now. 2 laps down is Johnny Gardner. 3 laps down is Dunn LaPrade. Luis Hernandez, he did a start in park, I believe, because I don't see the 24 anywhere around. But 10 laps into the 30-lapper here, and it's been an interesting race. A lot of competitive battling right now, but still, anything can happen. On board with the number 12 Horizon 4 of Austin Ogo, Bill Powell, Gen 6 car that's from an IndyCar paint scheme onto a Gen 6 car. Very nice scheme right there. And Austin Ogo, he's just doing what he can to push Tim and others in the inside line to the front. But you can tell Dylan Schwalberg help on the outside line, got the advantage. And whoa, Ogo almost got into Schmidt. Close call right there, but they keep it together. You could tell they're going to use most of that low line as possible because they're getting more grip off that area to make sure that they don't cause a wreck. Austin LaPlante, the 48. Whoa, Tim Smith with the save right there in the 31. Close call. Oh, we got a wreck. That's Joshua Collard. And it's a 1-car spin, so no caution given out yet. Next car, they said that goes around. Oh, and that was Gardner who's going to get involved. And the caution, I believe, is going to be out the 33. Heavily smoking. And Johnny Gardner's night is over in that 33 car right there. That was a hit he took to Joshua Collard. And Collard's race is over. I was going to say, though, Austin LaPlante trying to look for back-to-back after his photo finish with Corey Williams at Daytona with help of Brandon Schmidt right there on the inside line. Who's going to lead them down? It's going to be Jack Merkel, though, who's going to lead them down to the line. And wait a minute. They're not calling a caution. They are not calling a caution. They're going to keep it green. Despite being in the back of the field, it was a 2-car incident. They said it was in the back. Keep going. They kept it going right there. Look at this 5-car freight train on the inside line, just leaving Theo Segal out to dry. Brandon Schmidt, Seth Cole, and Lyndon Wright also right there as well. It's a single foul pass, at least for now. It's going to move up a bit, but tucks back in line. 1 car smoking. That's that 33 of Johnny Gardner. His car is done. Is that 33. Another look at that hit, too, from Gardner on the onboard camera, but man, did he take a shot to the 43. I believe Collard, yeah, he's still driving right there, but he is way in the back, and he is super slow. Charles Sanford, Corey Williams are back here, as too is Jessica Shelton, subbing in for Chris Washer. Levi McIntyre making his first start. Same for Tim Smith, who had that terrific save. He's still keeping it going. Lyndon Wright, Seth Cole, Brandon Schmidt. Schmidt to the high line right there, losing some ground right there. He's going to go back to the inside, tuck back in the line. But right now it's a single file fest, and we are past halfway. On board, your Daytona 500 winner, Austin LaPlante. He is on that outside line trying to get that draft on the inside to do what he can. They're catching up to a slope right there. That's Joshua Collard. They have warned Collard that the leaders are coming. You can see from LaPlante's onboard camera in that black Lowe's Cobalt Chevrolet SS that they're going to catch up to the 43 and make a move. Jack Merkel, he's going to go low. The cars are splitting him in the middle. Wow. They literally split the 43 in the middle. Now the 43 doing the wise thing. He's going to go to the apron, just let them on by. That was scary right there. Now they're going to do some work on Jack Merkel right there. Does the 94, the 12, and the 48. They're going to keep together. Lap 18 in the books. Dylan Schwallenberg in the 94 doing what he can to hold on to that lead. Trying to get his first career win in the NRSL Tide Superspeedway Online Series. Austin Ogo trying to get that lead from him. And this is going to be a tough battle between Ogo and Schwallenberg. Schwallenberg, a big veteran in the online against Austin Ogo, who's always itched to try to find a way to get to a victory no matter what. Ogo all over the back bumper of the 94 Rockstar Energy Chevrolet right there. Ogo trying to use a high line advantage. Kind of almost shades of Austin LaPlante, as actually LaPlante had a little bit of a connection problem. Peer back up on track. That was a close call right there, almost getting into Wilhoit. Whoa, Segal gets moved out of the line. And Seth Cole and Lyndon Wright are actually a little bit off the main draft right there. trying to catch up. Lyndon Wright, though, content to working with Seth Cole. And back here, Tim Smith, Brandon Schmidt, Jessica Sheldon, Corey Williams, Levi McIntyre, and Charles Samper all right here. Joshua Collard's way off. Then there's Stephen Pollard III. And then there's Dylan Young. Pollard III's got a little bit of a faster car than Young. And they are somewhat but slowly. The leaders are catching up to Dylan Young, who's the other lap car that's there, as we may have green flag pit stops heading into way. So we'll see what will happen. Dylan Young trying to make an indication to pit road. He locks up the tires, and he's going to blow a tire. He's going to blow 2 tires, actually. And that was not what Young needed. He misses pit stall. This pit road is hard to get into, and some of these drivers are complaining about it. Now the leaders are coming in, and we got a wreck. That's Will Hoyt. Seth Cole and others using the brakes trying to avoid. Lyndon Wright missing his pit stall. And there's a wreck right there. Williams, Wright. Cars are spinning. Merkel's trying to get into pit road. Missed it. The 7 is crashed into the pit wall. Oh, man, we got to take a look at that again. All right, now you've seen from that Young, you missed the pit road. Now the other drivers are trying to come on in, trying to slow down. Will Hoyt's going to lock up right here, and his car is going to shoot left onto the front stretch right here. Let's see if we can get a really good angle. As you see, there's the pit road area right there. You're going to probably see Will Hoyt right there spinning on by. He's going to spin. Now, because of that, Merkel's going to crash on the pit road. Ogo does a slide as well. Crash on the pit road. And then something's going to happen to Lyndon, or he misses it. He's going to lock up, spin out. And then 7... Oh, actually, the 88 is going to go in the 81 right there. Make a line spin like crazy. The 7, trying to get in the pit road, slides and goes into the tire barrier. And then just all hell broke loose in this area. And a crazy wreck that took place. I'm very amazed at that happened. Corey Williams, you see, sliding down the front stretch past the start-finish line. And that was just an unbelievable moment right there. So after all hell breaking loose, Austin LaPlante and Tim Smith would lead them down to the green on lap 25 and 30, giving us a total of 6 laps to go. After all the hell going crazy, as Williams just went in and out right there. And we got a wreck. That's Seth Cole, Joshua Collard, and Levi McIntyre. And Seth Cole just having a struggling day. Team Cartridge Network not having a good day at all. And I believe also where Johnny Gardner is now out of the race. Also, Jessica Shelton, subbing in for Chris Washer, is out. Jack Merkel is 2 laps down. Young is 2 laps down. And Collard is 1 lap down. And a quick caution. And the racing back to the stripe. Austin LaPlante trying to look for 2 in a row. He's going to go the inside. He's going to get the lead right here. Austin Ogo all over the back bumper trying to help the Lowe's Cobalt Chevrolet. And now they're going to split LaPlante 3 wide. LaPlante in the middle. Smith up high. Ogo down low. Who's going to get it? Close battle, and I believe they're going to give it to LaPlante, barely. And it looks like Austin LaPlante, yep, he is going to be the leader. That's a good thing right there. Now, guys, they're telling the admins are telling the drivers to go ahead and get ready to double up, because after that will be the point of no return, meaning that if anything else happens, it's over. They're trying to wait for everyone to get back up there. You see the top 6 are there, top 7, top 8, 9, 10. Still a few more cars back there. Not a lot, but Seth Cole is now out of the race in the 13. He has decided to call it quits there. 43 at Collard. Whoa, what is he doing? Well, Collard, they said that they thought he was going to get a lucky dog, but they're saying, hey, no, Collard, wait. Just stay back there. You'll be fine. Now, as they're doubling up, you want to check something out. Check this. Young was just trying to catch up here. Almost running into Brandon Schmidt. You're going to see right here that the 2. Now, he's trying to catch up to this 20 car of Schmidt. I believe this happened this lap. Yep, this did. But keep an eye on this. I'm just going to try to catch up right here. And then watch this. The car's going to lock up. Shoot up. Into Pollard. Does a flip. Pollard gets into the wall. And that's some X Games shit right there. Pollard, man, that sucks. That's the second time he got plowed. And I feel extremely bad for him. But immediately then, they would go back to green. And after that, no more cautions. So it was a battle basically of the top 8, top 9 drivers. Charles Sanford in the 10th place, a solid outing for him. 4 laps to go at the line. Austin LaPlante out in front. LaPlante trying not to be denied of going back-to-back. Tim Smith, first start, looking for his first win. A wild, crazy, fanatic race. He's just trying to do what he can. Ogo trying to help the 48. That's been the go-to partner for the 48 LaPlante. Has been the 12 Verizon Ford of Ogo. Theo Segal in the 14. Working all over the back bumper of Tim Smith. Doing what he can. Dylan Schwalberg trying to get the win. As to is Wilhoit, Schmidt, Wright, Williams, and Sanford. 3 wide off the turn. Heading into 3 laps to go at the line. They're racing as if it's the last lap. They don't care. These guys are racing hard out there. Tim Smith, Austin LaPlante. LaPlante's going to lead that lap. 3 wide, at least 2 rows deep. On board the 20, Dawson Toyota Camry right there. Working in the middle line. LaPlante got the lead. Back again. Schwalberg. Now Ogo trying to go for second. Look at Brandon Schmidt pulling his way through there. Trying to get the 3rd position. He's going to get that 3rd spot. Schmidt is now going to help the 48 of Austin LaPlante right there. He's going for second. Over the 94, Dylan Schwalberg. Next time by will be 2 laps to go. Look at that outside line trying to get a push. Look at Tim Smith on the extreme high line nearly riding the wall. That's 2 with Theo Segal. 2 to go. Next time by will be the white flag. No matter what happens, they will race it back. And they will keep going no matter what. Actually, because there's no cautions and all that, they'll race it anyway. Who's cracked into almost in the end of the 10th place? Corey Williams, our runner-up at Daytona. Levi McIntyre in 11th. Joshua Collard, Dylan Young, Steve Paul III, just stuck in the back. And anything and everything can happen. But they're 3 wide, at least 2 rows deep. Will Hoyt and Lyndon Wright also have a shot to win. Lyndon Wright, who was working with Seth Cole most of this race, lost Seth Cole due to that accident, and now Tim Smith trying to get the high line working. Nearly 4 wide they're going to be with 12 of Ogo. Inside goes Austin Ogie. Here we go. At the stripe will be the white flag displayed for Austin LaPlante and Tim Smith. White flag displayed. Anything goes. Schwalberg's going to get turned around. Lyndon Wright. Schwalberg's going to get airborne. And Wright's going to hit the wall. Schwalberg's going to hit the wall. They're going to keep racing it back no matter what. Tough break for them too. Back up to the front though. Schmidt has lost the pack as 2 with Will Hoyt. Down to a 4-car battle for the win. Schmidt still hanging in there in that pack. It's Smith with Segal and LaPlante with Ogo with a little bit of Brandon Schmidt right there. Tim Smith has cleared the 48 of Austin LaPlante. Blocks LaPlante. Segal in the second. Segal won at Talladega in this S-Fox DuPont Online Cup Series. We've seen that before. Can he win at this race? Inside for 3rd. Who's going to get it? Smith. Gonna hold on, is he? The wrecking for 2nd. Yes, he wins it. Well, I'll tell you what, Theo Segal in the 14 there, he was trying to get that victory. Austin LaPlante was trying to make sure he would get back-to-back. And unfortunately, an accident happened where Austin LaPlante, he tried to make it down low, even make it even lower to get the win. Kind of slid back up, but the problem was he got into Theo Segal. And Theo lost the opportunity for 2nd, and at least for 3rd. And right there, actually he got 3rd from Schmidt. But LaPlante will end up getting in the 5th position from what we've heard. That was that accident that happened there. And Tim Smith, folks, he's your winner. Making his first start. And he made it pretty damn big. So, very good job by Tim Smith. So close for Austin LaPlante. He ended up finishing in the 5th position. But hey, give him credit though. He drove the wheels off that 48. Almost won back-to-back. And I believe correct me if I'm wrong, I believe that 6th place was the 6 of Wilhoit. There it is right there, yep. There's Wilhoit. McIntyre ended up 7th. Charles Samper ended up 8th after all that. 9th was Williams, and then I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, as Wilhoit's going to slide back up on track and cause a wreck there, that the 94, or actually the 81, actually finished in the 10th position. So Schwallenberg didn't get there, and there's Wilhoit and Sanford just having some fun, and, well, Sanford's going to go upside down. That's funny. Where is the 94? He called himself out of the race. It was actually Josh McCollard. A very interesting finish. Let's go take it down to where Tim Smith, I think, is burning down the house. If not, then we'll give you the rest of the results. And actually, the clip actually ends right there from where we have it. But let's give you your full finishing results. We gave you your top 10 that was there, and the rest of the drivers that finished the race. Out of the 19 cars that were in the race, 20 was technically there, but one of them watched the race, though. Pollard, the third, after all what happened, ended up getting 11th. 12th was Lyndon Bright. 13th was Dylan Schwallenberg. 14th was Dylan Young. 15th, Seth Cole. 16th was Jack Merkel. 17th was Chris Washer. 18th was Johnny Garner. 19th, the last car that finished the race was the 46 of Dunlop Rad. Well, thank you guys for watching this crazy, unbelievable race in Orlando National Speedway. Congrats to Tim Smith with the victory. We will see you for round number 3 at Armory Digital. Till then, if you like to, be sure to give it a like, comment your thoughts, and subscribe, be part of the NRSL. We'll see you guys later on. Until then, if you want to join also in the series, also please contact me or Charles Sanford, PM me on Facebook and all that, or on Skype, or message me on Skype, all that deal. We'll see you guys later. Till then, goodbye for now.